So if you've been following How the Grinch Stole Christmas in Sunday school, we heard today that the Grinch finally executed his plan. All the Christmas decorations, gone. The gifts, gone. This Christmas is ruined. Or is it? As the Grinch is perched at the top of his mountain celebrating his supposed victory, he hears singing. The Who's are all gathered around the tree celebrating Christmas and the reason for the season. But why? Let's read our focus verse first, and then I'll get into it. Luke 2:10 says, "The angel said to them, 'Don't be afraid, because I'm bringing you some good news. It will be a joy to all people.'" This news was the birth of Jesus. Verses 15 through 17 in Luke 2, we see that the shepherds react quickly and set off to find Mary. They saw Jesus, and after realizing what the angel said was true, they told everyone. And it reminds me of the phrase, "Everyone who has ears listens," because I'm sure they told everybody who had ears. I'm reminded that there was no particular Christmas tree at birth. No ornaments were hanging when Jesus was born. No carols were sung that we know that were sung at the time other than the angelic choirs. There was no gifts aside from the Magi's gifts for Jesus. And shouldn't Mary and Joseph have gotten out of the way? There was nothing to present. There was nothing present to celebrate Jesus' birth at the time like we celebrate it today. This has been, again, an excellent reminder for me during the holiday season. Yes, it's nice to have the prettiest decorations, and the brightest lights, the decked out trees, the great gifts around the trees, the sweetest of treats, and more. But that's not what's being celebrated here. We're celebrating the birth of our Savior. We're celebrating the gathering of loved ones. We're celebrating the kindness that's happening. That's what we're here to celebrate. I often feel like we take those simplistic Christmas activities and are so very busy comparing them to how others do it that we actually forget why we're doing them in the first place. And it's hard to say this because the art of comparison is something I struggle with. We see families celebrating with loved ones, but you may be at home by yourself. We see people singing carols out front, but you may not feel like you're good enough to join them. We see the beautiful displays, but yours feels so inadequate. The feeling of comparison is a struggle. But I want you to sing during that struggle. So what if your neighbor has a more prominent display? Celebrate your decoration. So what if you can't sing? We come to make a joyful noise. The Who's didn't dwell on their own struggle, but they acknowledged it. They acknowledged it and still came to celebrate. May you find joy as we approach Christmas in the upcoming week. And the grief and the struggle grows closer as Christmas. But we sing of joy today. And here's a fun challenge I was thinking about. Sing the first line of Joy to the World each week, but replace the world with your own name. So in essence, joy to me this week. The Lord has come. Let me receive my King. Let my heart prepare a room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. See if you can find some joy for that short time as you say it to yourself. The joy may not stick around as you go through your day, but for a short time you have sung during the struggle. Amen.